Good morning, and we are live. I can't believe it actually. This is quite interesting for me. So, first live stream ever. Obviously, the last two videos that I would have shared were obviously recorded live. So this morning we are looking at NQ. It is now 9:30. And according to my protocol, I am going to be looking to trade the 9:45 macro. So I've got about 15 minutes to do my top-down analysis with you guys and see what's going on. As you can see, the 9 a.m. candle, 9:30 candle has just kicked off. So I'm just going to quickly go to my daily chart. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. There's quite a few things. So let me just remove some of these. But just so you can see what I have marked up and what I am looking at. My order flow is still bullish. This is where price is at the moment. We took those two highs here. So actually I can just remove that now. And I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of looking for a reversal, to be fair. Somewhere around here we have this series of imbalances here, but I am looking for a slight reversal down, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Because we're at a premium or discount right now because we've retraced 50%, more than 50% of this range from here to here. As you can see, we're way above that. We're actually in the 75 quadrant as such. So now if I go down to the 1 hour, as you can see, so far this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I believe we're going to get the high of the week this week and then reverse down here. And why do I say that? Because if I look at this impulse move up from this Sunday open to the height here, you can see our equilibrium point is right here. I'm actually just going to put a horizontal line. I thought I had that. I thought I had one already. So let's just move that. Oops. I can get rid of that actually. So here it is. I'm actually going to move it to here. Although, yeah, so that's our 1 hour equilibrium point. That I am thinking price will return to. Yeah, but that will only happen once we've got a reversal. So when I say a reversal, I mean a swing point. So as you know, a swing point is two lower candles and the fourth one lower still. I thought we had the reversal here, but clearly the swing point here, but clearly not, as we kind of went higher again overnight. So let's just have a look at the 1 minute so we can see exactly what is going on here. Okay, so here this is doing exactly what I was expecting it to do, to be honest. In this 1 minute chart, where is my here we are. These are my time cycles, 90-minute time cycles by Zusi, good old Zusi. Studied all this and worked out that price moves in 90-minute cycles. So this is what I'm using, and those cycles can be split into 3 quadrants as well. So you have to be part of the mentorship to get this nice little kind of boxes to help you kind of work out what the cycles are doing. But essentially, what I have here is I've marked up Wednesday's open range. Here we're going for it, boy. We've got previous day high here. We've just taken the previous 90-minute cycles, and if you look at, and this is what I'm saying about the retracement or for the impulse move. You see how we broke structure here by breaking this high. If I go from here to here, you can see that price returned. You can see price returned here into equilibrium, into this fair value gap here, and then obviously 930. This is our point of interest, and we've gone straight up over this this swing high. So it did exactly what it's supposed to do. 930, price was right there, and so it did it. But as I say, I am waiting for the 945 macro. I'm not sure if it's going to be a reversal, because as I say to you, my thought was for today was that we would make the high of the week today, and then retrace into equilibrium of the price range that was established since Sunday. So here we see something that's happening now. So let's have a look. I'll take that off. 930. 930 open, first presented for value gap is here. It also lines up with, as you can see, it also lines up. Actually, let me just do this because I don't want to have a also lines up with this fair value gap, which is on the 830 open candle. So above the 830, above the 930. So let's now also have a look at what is happening with ES, the two correlated markets, to see if we have any SMT. I mean, this could be the manipulation and then distribution. So let's just wait and see what happens, shall we? As you can see here, we had SMT between 830 and 930. Equal lows here. This was clearly higher, although on the 830 is technically still higher. So let's see where we're at. We're into the next price range. This is also another Zusi benefit from his mentorship with these price ranges. The price moves in these price ranges, so I would suggest anybody that's interested in those just either log on to his YouTube channel for the free videos or join the mentorship as well, because it's, yeah, there's a lot of information and you kind of see things slightly differently as well. So where are we now? We're at 9. I'm going to put a vertical line so I know where I am. At 9:45. So I am looking for a swing. I don't know if it's going to be a. So we've got 1, 2, 3, a high. Here we go. That's a swing point. This is the 4th candle. Which is lower. So it's whether or not this becomes an inverted fair value gap, or we continue or react off it and continue up higher. Because this is the high that was broken. Or you can just say we've just taken that liquidity above here, made a high, to then swing down. So we're just going to have to wait and see what's going to happen for me, because as I say, I'm not 100% sure yet. Obviously we've got this gap, it seems to be respecting it at the minute. I mean, I could drop down to the 15-second. I don't like to, because I feel like too much is going on the 15-second, but it can give you a quick entry. But I'm not seeing big downward candle that I would like to see to tell me that price is moving lower. That's what I'm looking for right now. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna, well, we're still not at 9:45, 15 seconds. So just wait, I know it's tempting to just jump in now, but I really want to see that retracement into see we made a low, lower high. I'm not seeing the SMT 15 seconds. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, we do have SMT at the top. You see here, lower high, higher high, so to speak. Can I get a little small retracement? Do I need it? Do I just jump in? I think we can. We're still in a premium. But the question is, are we going through this gap? This was the 8:30 candle. This is what I wanted to see become a inverted fair value gap, because this is the 9. This is the 9. The 9 o'clock. You see, and we're bouncing off it. One minute, yes. As well. So is this the high, low, lower, high, higher, high for it to go down? I don't know. But this is our fair value gap. This is our, are we getting support here to then continue higher? Are we going to go straight through it? Do you want me to draw a box to make it a bit easier for you? What I'm talking about. I'm talking about this. Here we go. Look at that, and it touched exactly equilibrium. That's fantastic. So we're at 9:45. Still, we're not quite at the macro. As I said, I want to see it close below this gap before I do anything. And as I say, we've taken the high. We do have some SMT here. This made a high right there. Here we go. I think this is it. So we've now closed below. become an inverted fair value gap. I'm going to wait for this candle to close, I think, before I jump in. Previous day high. So on the model, so what model have we seen? If we look, see, look, this has made a nice big candle drop. What could potentially be another fair value gap. So it's lining up. You've got a low, high, lower, low. Here we have it. I mean, 950, we might retrace back to this, or we could just keep going. So I'm actually going to just sell. It doesn't have to be, well, for me right now, the precision doesn't have to be there. I just want to keep going. And that's the confirmation I was looking for. Now, I think yesterday, as I said, I kind of try and keep things to these price ranges. So, yeah, I mean, could I've gotten at 21,300 at the top of the price range and then ended here, but I didn't get the confirmation I was looking for until we passed the equilibrium point, which is at that over there. Let's just see, we've now, as you can see, we've made a lower low on the ES. And NQ has a little bit of catching up to do. On that previous time cycle. And oh sure, I need to put my stop loss on. That's a big stop loss. I'm going to put my stop loss just above this green candle. I don't think I need that line. Yeah. See, this is the thing. I mean, this is what I've got to work on. Fear of missing out. Because technically it should retrace. I'm not very good at understanding when it's a breakaway gap or when is it going to actually retrace. But here, as you can see, we've got a gap. We've got gap, gap, low, gap. So I am thinking it has got to go here, retrace here before it can continue lower. That's my understanding of these things. But where are we taking this to? I mean, so this was our open range at midnight. So you could just jump out here or at the bottom of the range, which is there, because we know we're going down there. You know, I think that's the high of the week, so we should be looking for a low. Let me just go down to the 15-minute. Where was my equilibrium point? Is all the way down here. Do I think we'll do all of that today? Possibly, possibly not. There's a lot of ground to cover in one day, but these things can happen. So we've got all of these lows here. I might just target this low here, which is at 21,600. If I look, we've got a gap here, 2150. That's midpoint. For 197 ticks, okay. Anyway, so I would like to see price punch through this price level, because that will give me the kind of confirmation that price is going to continue lower. But We could have a reversal now, you see. Did we hit we stopped just short. I could just jump out and get back in. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because this is where we took the low. What time is it now? 9:49, 9:50. So macro begins at 9:50. So I would like to see it. We might get a reversal. We might get a continuation lower. See, this is my challenge. I get scared quite easily. Because I can see we've got a higher low on ES over here. Let's wait and see. 9:50 hasn't occurred yet. Now we're at 9:50. So I could just jump back in. I was looking for it to retrace higher to this point here, but it doesn't look like it is. Let's have a look. I'm respecting this midnight open, you see. So if you think about it from a daily point of view, open high, close low. This is what we're looking at. This is the midnight. So I am going to continue selling. Oh, you look at that! Right on the equilibrium of the midnight opening range, and we retrace. You see? See, that's exactly what. This is the psychology of it. Wait, patience, 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 and fear of missing out. Total fear of missing out. I just thought, have I got the audio one? Yeah, I have. It's moving. Yeah. Look at that. What did I say? It could return up here for it to retrace. This would be our block or our down close candle. I don't want to see it go any higher than that. See, I need to put a stop loss on. And now we could go down some more. 950. Is this 952? 52. We've got the retrace to equilibrium of that price range, and then sell. Have I got enough in the kitty to sell some more? No. I could do 0.3 maybe. There we go. So I've just added to my position. I read this book. I've been reading The Best Loser. The Best Loser Wins by, is it Mark Thomas or somebody like that? I can't remember his name exactly. The Danish guy. But the psychology is that you've got to think differently from everybody else and not be scared, and my fear, and overcome my fear, and you should add to your positions, and that's what he's saying. And not be scared, and not end your thingies early. But I mean, that was quite clear. Look at this. Time is everything. 9:50, 51, 52. Return to the equilibrium of that price range. And then let's see it punch through this midnight open past that. I need it to go through the equilibrium and close below the midnight opening range. Come on. Is this just price distortion? I was actually watching an ICT video the other day, or last night actually, and it was talking about, it was from the 2016 mentorship So on the 20, well, I think he posted in 2022. So he's got the whole mentorship free on his YouTube channel. And he's saying about how price moves. Consolidation never goes from consolidation. You also always get the continuation into the direction, the intended direction. It doesn't ever retrace or something like that. I need to go back and look at it again. But see now, look, what's going on? Because technically, could this be you've broken that low, you've got a high here, high, a low, high, low, low, higher, high, and we could be going all the way back up? Could that be what's happening? Considering we've just taken that low, I think 10 o'clock will be telling. But I feel like that 9:30 was the manipulation, and this is now the distribution. It's got to be 10 o'clock's got to distribute. I'm also not very good at putting stop losses on. Why? Because I'm always scared. But if, come on, just close below, please. Let me put my stop losses on. I'm going to put them just above that high. 1 and 2. And I have to be at 1 with whatever happens. Really? Are you really not going to close? Patience, patience, patience. Come on, 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock, what I want to see happen is open high and then continue lower from 10 o'clock. Yeah, price distortions for 10 o'clock. One thing I didn't do, which everybody should do, is check the news. Forex. I didn't check the net. Calendar. Where's my calendar gone? Today is the 14th. Yeah, we don't have any news now. No. No US crude oil, 10:30. It's a yellow folder. Oh man. Still not closing below that midnight opening range. This is a problem for me. Ten o'clock. See this candle? That is zeroing this high. Was made in that gap. High, low, higher, high. If come 10 o'clock We get that move up. And we leave a gap. Mind you, there was no gap here. Oh, shoot. This could be it. My analysis could be completely wrong. But we didn't make the high in a gap. We've got an imbalance here. It's 10 o'clock. Back at 9:30, open price. Above 9:30 open, so technically you might want to be selling now. ES isn't above its 9:30 open. You're above midnight, which is good. Midnight open high, close low. We didn't open low, close high. Midnight open is here. We went higher. We went a little bit below here, but I don't know, it could be, that could have been the low of midnight open. You want to be buying close to the midnight open to move on up higher. If this, then that, and the overall order flow should be higher, right? We're supposed to only be looking for a buy model because that's my... So technically, I am actually going against what I'm supposed to be doing. The higher time order flow is still bullish, no? Thanks, mate. Reading the tape is great fun. I love it. And talking to myself. Come on. So we've got to wait for the 10:45 macro because nothing is... I feel so because look, nothing has happened in this 9:50 macro whatsoever other than consolidation. So we've got to sit through all of this until 10:45 to see what's going to happen. I mean, I'm encouraged by the fact that we didn't just shoot up past this high, because that would, and give an imbalance, because that would have indicated up here. But I feel like this is just time distortion before we drop lower. I hope it is. I pray it is. Hope and prayers isn't going to help me. It's all about the analysis and reading the charts. So if I can see here, I need to get rid of some of these lines. Let me get rid of these lines for now. As you can see, wow, this was a previous day high, so we've taken the previous day high already. So we've got the liquidity up there. We've got an imbalance here. I really do not want to see price go through that, through this. It can reach equilibrium, but I don't want to see it go any way further than that. Let me close all that. We're not seeing any more SMT up here, other than this SMT between these two candles. As you can see, we've got a lower high and a higher high here. Down here, small SMT. Come on, man. Is this it? 10, what time is it? 10:06. Can we move, please? Then this is why sometimes it's not necessary to rush to jump in at 9:45 or 9 o'clock. Mind you, saying that, if I jumped in here, then I could have just been done for the day. Oh, crikey, here we go. So is this the SMT? So now we've got a higher move up. I'm at the 75 of the price level. We've tapped into that for a failure gap. Look at that. SMT. We've made a higher high. We've made a higher there. And this is a lower one on this side. Let's see if this holds straight. Oh. Help me out, people. Help me out. This is really horrible price action. Really horrible. This time distortion is terrible. But we're making higher highs here and we're making lower highs over this side. So I don't know if this is catching up. But here we go. We're back into the 830 price range. 830 candle. As you know, my stop losses are here and I'm not moving them. I mean, I should put them above a swing. Ah, don't move your stop loss, but it's so hard not to. I want to put them above the swing, but that would mean I would lose loads of money, but I want to stay in the trade. I've done it, I've done it, I've done it. Gosh. I feel safer, but it could be totally wrong. Totally wrong. It can't possibly be making a higher high. If this is the 930, that is 930 high of the day. Come on. 936, that's got to be the high of the day. You don't get a high of the day at 10. She says. Look how ES is moving. Oh, what happened there? You got a glitch? Oh, they've got this great big gap. That's real-time distortion. I don't know what's going on. I'm trading CFDs, contract for difference. So not really the real NQ contracts. Don't ask me about how that all works because I don't know. But my broker only has this Pepperstone people, they only have CFDs. I will change once I've kind of mastered this. When I say mastered it, once I've kind of got my consistent level, I will change brokerage. Purely because I do have some funds in with Pepperstone already. I could just remove them too, but yeah. But this is still demo, as you all know. Because this is purely for fun and I'm having so much fun right now. So where are we in the price range? Oh, we're in the lower quadrant of that price range. From 21,200 to 21,300 is there. And let's say ES, did we make a higher high? Not really. Those are equal highs. Come on, mate. He's got to catch up. So you're now below midnight on ES. You're making, I'm wondering if we're going up higher because this is just too much now. But look how this price respected that fair value gap, inverted fair value gap. And this is 930, you have one as well. Just tapped it. Just break this low, will you? But you're making a higher low and this is making equal lows. So we've got its SMT now, which could mean we're going up higher. You know why I've got this big gap here? Come on, 1030. So we essentially didn't have a trade, did we? I mean, I closed that other one from there to there, but I shouldn't have jumped in again. There was no need to. And now I'm stuck. Anybody watching? I am at work as well. Um, Maybe this is it for today. Who knows? But I am only going to be here till 11 o'clock at the absolute latest, because this tells me that nothing is really happening, and if I can get out of these, then I will do. As you can see, we keep tapping into this 8:30 candle, and yeah, we're just going back and forth at the minute. So 10:45 is the next macro. Let me just move my line just so I know how far it is to come. And it's at the bottom, but if you think about when a candle opens at 10 o'clock, so we're here. So where's the shadows? It opened here, low. So this could be the wick at this point. Of that 10 o'clock candle. It's up here. If we're going lower, if we're going higher, then this is the wick. Personally, I don't know. We've got SMT at the bottom too, so maybe we are getting ready to move on higher. Because if you can see, this made a higher low, and this made an equal low, so that is SMT. Whether or not this SMT holds, I don't know. Because we've had strange SMTs like that all morning. You see, like here, where is it? On, where is it? At 9. So we did have SMT at this 8:30 period, you see? We had a lower high and they had a higher high. That was at 8:30, but yeah. but didn't hold, so for now anyway. So what's happening now? 10:21. We just build up liquidity because look at all these lows. 1, 2, 3. Build up liquidity. Just take it. Just take it. I don't know. Second. Where's your previous day high? Oh shoot. ES hasn't taken its previous day high. Previous daily high is here for them. That could mean price has to return here before we see anything else. Daily open, previous day high. Let me just double check something. That would be SMT anyway on a bigger scale if that doesn't. So why am I seeing different? Spaceman. Where's Spaceman 2? Okay. It's just done in a different style, that's all. Hmm. So we've yet to reach the drawn liquidity, that series of imbalances, but are we going to get there today? As I say, yesterday's 9:30 is still open, and that also lines up with that. Yesterday's 9:30 first fair value gap also lines up with the equilibrium of the established price range since Sunday, and that's still open. So that's why I was thinking that we'd go down there first before we move on up. But again, I could be wrong. I could always be wrong, to be quite honest with you, because I don't know. Mm. Oh, just waiting for ES. Come on. My hour is up. As I say, if this breaks and closes above that gap, then I may as well just jump out. Cut my losses early. I really don't know what's going on. Or 10 o'clock we distribute. Well, we've now seen SMT. If it holds. So what have we got here? So we made a higher high and a lower high here compared to ES. These two kind of indecision candles are a bit dodgy to me. I see we've got a fair value gap just here. Can we close below it? If not, if that is where we're gonna, I'm talking about this little gap here. Got to be mindful of these things, unfortunately. I say unfortunately, it's just the way it is. So I see this little gap here. Not quite sure to make it. Give it a grey. So was that the buying opportunity to take that upwards? $10.36. Well, let's see what happens at 10.45, because that's quite an interesting gap, considering we have this bottom level SMT between here and here. Here we go. So I'll just cut my losses now because you are respecting this thingy here. I think I might. Let me just jump out now. I could be wrong. If it closes below here, then yeah, I will jump back in for my lower pricing as previously stated. But seeing as we're at this fair value gap here, and price appears to be respecting it quite well, I am going to wait. Realize losses. I hate realized losses. But do I go again? Overall, obviously, I'm down because I only made 14 or 15 pounds, something like that there. Here we go. Is this it? Is this the one I was waiting for? 10.45. Well, we should be waiting for 10.50 anyway. Let's do another one for 10.50. So that's our window. Button pusher. Man, help me out. Mm-hmm. 9:45. 10:45. We're in the 10:45 macro. We've now gone lower. No, are we still respecting this fair value gap? As I say, I'm waiting for either a close below or a strong close above and continue above. Here we go. Is this it? Because this would, a buy here would be in line with my higher time frame objective. I need two closes above. Right. Swing, if this is a swing point, 1, 2, I need another close above. Here we go. Now we've got some movement. Do I want to trade? Am I chasing trades because I made a loss so far? I mean, it's not a good environment to trade. We know that. But I've just pressed the button. Where are we? Where's my price ranges? I should have pushed it right there. Yeah, see we're at equilibrium. We'll get to here. I'm going to put my stop loss below that low. And that's it for me. Because this might be a manipulation too. Although I feel like we've got to wait for... me, I just always want to trade. And this is not the environment to be trading in. So I should just turn this thing off and go about my business. Are you going to take your previous day high or not? We're above it now. Again. Where are we from a higher time frame objective? 1 hour. A series of imbalances, we've not reached those yet. But we're close. Oh, Joellen, you see? It's that 8:30 candle. Got to get through it. So what's happening now? We're at 10:57 and 11 o'clock. Let's see what the 11 o'clock candle's going to do. There is one, was it the silver bullet on the 5 minute time frame at 11? We drop back into the fair value gap that is created between 10 and 11, I think. But let's have a look. I don't know if there is one. Let's have a look. Between 10, oh, it's just all of this. This is terrible. Yeah, there is anything. I mean, that little bit there. But I'm just wondering where my take profit is going to be. If that's our high of the day. Je ne sais pas. Let's go back to the 1 minute. I might just leave it open till, well, I don't know if I want to sit through lunchtime, to be honest, looking at the judging by the state of things at the moment. And depending on how we get through this 21,300 level, if we get through it. I'm also monitoring the previous day high for ES because we should, that's just above that as well. So maybe to get them back in line. But the price action is terrible today. And really and truly should not be trading. Should have walked away from this at this point here. But I didn't know that until this all started happening at 10 o'clock. So we've got the drop. We were back at 8:30. As I said, I'm just reading price action. I'm reading the tape. We've got another fair value gap just here. So let's see what happens if we burst through it. Because at what time did this fair value come? This was at 10:50. It's at the macro time. Hmm. See, this is a very typical day for me trading, where you think it's going well and then it all goes tits up. And I'm still hanging on for dear life. I put my stop down here, but why am I waiting for it to get there? Because it's going there, right? I can't see any reason why it's going to turn around anywhere else. You see? Done. So there we have it. We're back at the midnight open. Who wants to know what happens next? I do. Again, we've got SMT between this low and that one. This has made a lower low, this has made a higher low. Let's see if we get a swing point here. Because we're being held between a price range of 21.2 and 21.3. Well, I need a cup of tea after this. Who wants to stay with me and see what happens, or should we call it a day here? But I've got no trades on. Oh man, it's tempting. So tempting. Scalp, scalp, scalp. Scalp. I'm chasing trades. As you saw, I did a little $10 trade just now. Scalp. Might do another one. We're back at that 830 price. We've gone through that fair value gap that was there. We've got to look at the time. See, this comes back down to this order block. Midnight open. But we could get our let me come out here. And I'm going to switch off this because I need to go and get on with my life.